The adventures this year have been some of the best of my life so far, I think. With the new rig, I'm able to access and stay in some absolutely phenomenal locations. We're on day 3 camping here above Salmon Glacier, where we tried to do a bit of exploring last year with very little success. Ended up with a 47-kilometer hike out when I seized the engine on the trials bike. So I'm hoping to pick up right where we left off. This area has a huge history in mining, but it's been practically untouched with the exception of exploration for the last 40 years. I'm gonna head out on the I went completely silent here, hoping that the microphone would pick up some raw audio. But what's happening is the cornice of the glacier across the valley had just broken off, and I was watching it tumble over the cliff down to the glacier below. Now these lav mics, they're only meant to pick up audio right in front of them, so you can barely hear it. And of course I didn't catch any of it on camera, but I did send the drone over immediately afterwards, and to the left of the glacier you can see where the sheet was that had broken off. It's impossible to scale something like this because the glacier is just so big, but at 2.3 kilometers away, you can actually feel the impact almost as much as you can hear it. I've been fortunate to film quite a few tidewater glaciers, so I've seen a fair bit of calving, but the chances of looking over and seeing that as it happened is just remarkably low. I'm gonna fly the drone over there so we can get a better look, then we're going exploring. Where we are right now is right on the cusp of the old Grand Duke mine. And Grand Duke is famous for having a 17-kilometer long train tunnel that goes through the mountain. They did that because of avalanche. Oftentimes people mistake this, myself included last year, for the tunnel, but this is actually the power tunnel. We never went through it last year. There was a ton of water coming in here, so I'm gonna flip on the lights and go through. Well, I can at least see through to the other side, so I know there's nothing hiding in here. Oh. Bit of a mild collapse there, no big deal. This is drastically further than I thought. That's going down to the end. And I found another one. Didn't even leave me any dynamite. What the heck? That's how much of a downhill this tunnel's on. A lot of water flowing through here. Come all this way and then I gotta get through this thing. Wow, that's slippery ice. Oh jeez. Sorry about that. Well, there you have it. 2 kilometers of pretty awesome tunnel action. We came from way over here. I was hoping we could cross over to the other side of the valley and follow along, but it's shut down right now. They're working down in the bottom. Our time on the mountaintop is limited, and it's light till about 10 o'clock at night, so I don't want to head back yet. I found this trench going through. Not sure where it goes or how old it is, but it looks e-bikeable. It's less passable than I originally anticipated.
Oh, not the best side hilling I've ever done. Well, we made it, but that was less than ideal. So this came out kind of in the area that I was in last year. This looks like a big pad for a camp or something up here. Monster Glacier though, beautiful area. Last year when the engine seized on the trials bike, I was way over there, right in that little valley right there. Terrible experience. The location of this camp is friggin' awesome. I'm guessing this is the old train tunnel. One end of it anyways. Very cool. Now the big question is, do we go in this random tunnel? Not totally convinced I want to go in there yet, but we'll see how the coming minutes go. There's a company up here doing a ton of exploration, Scotty Resources. I think that's who's renting the camp down here. I don't know if this is something modern or old. It looks pretty old. Gonna leave the e-bike here, take a brief look into that tunnel. 7 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so we don't have a tremendous amount of time, but just enough time. Well, it looks like an old conveyor going somewhere. This old wood is in surprisingly good condition, and it's neat they chopped it into kind of like a staircase. It is relatively steep going down here. I was assuming this would happen. Been going down for about 10 minutes now, and this is just slowly filling up with water. Wonder how much further it would have gone. But that is a terrifying pit of water now. Oh. There's a door over there. But there's all this water in the way. My feet are soaked, but I made it to the door. You're not gonna believe what's over here. I've heard stories about this. I didn't know if I believed them. Certainly didn't think I'd ever find it. Freaking locomotive. There's an entire locomotive sitting here on the tracks. So we must have made our way into the 17-kilometer tunnel. Gotta try and find the engine to this thing. Wow, pretty tight squeeze. Empty. There's another door here. With some kind of equipment. Oh, a bunch of equipment. In fact, a whole other train. And a lot of mud. What does this thing do? Wonder what that thing was for. That's interesting. Well, that's the end of the line right there. What a strange piece of equipment this is. Not sure how long the train is, but I'd like to at least try and find the engine. Looks like this might be it, actually. There it is. Wow. Let's take a look around the outside first. So that is the end of the train right there. You guys can't see it on the camera, but just up there is the train, and then that tunnel keeps going for another 17 kilometers. I can't believe I found this thing. $33,468 hours. Honestly, I don't know if that's a lot or not. Everything's solid. Holy smokes. Huh. Wow. So cool. Alright, that's enough being underground for me today. Let's get out of here and enjoy a nice sunny ride back. Dang it. Wow, got a little climatized down there. Just getting back to the top of the tunnel. The humidity and heat is just crazy right here. We made it. Let's get the heck out of here. Double rainbow right there. Pretty nice. Hey. Hey. There's a mom and a cub grizzly up here. There's nowhere for them to go. It's cliff on this side and then cliff down on that side. This is the only road. And I can't let them get super far out of sight because I don't want them to just be just off the road and then I go cruising close. So I'm just gonna mind my P's and Q's and follow along behind. Hey, move along. I'm gonna sneak by you. Hey, bear. I'm coming. Of all the places to go over the bank, they chose right in there. Who knows where they went?
Well, I would like to apologize for all of the dark footage in this weekend's video. Didn't really realize I was going to be exploring a sealed train tunnel today, so I only had my headlamp. I've done some research, and this is actually a super interesting story, so I'm going to send out some emails and see about doing a proper video of the location, but there's a fair bit of challenge on the logistical end of things, so maybe towards the end of the season. Nevertheless, this was a crazy discovery, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Most of all, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Eyes wide, cold light, bottle of rage, there's too much at stake. Feel like dark skies, sharpen the blade.